Please welcome North High School with Play Denver.
Hi, my name's Tatum Lira.
I'm Helena Capan.
I am Amalia Espinosa Ochoa.
I'm Catherine Garcia.
I'm Joshua Magallanes.
I'm Ciana Fravis.
I'm Brian Churape.
I'm Efren De La Rosa.
And we are Play Denver.
Did you hear about the rose that grew from a crack in the concrete? Proving nature's law is wrong, it learned to walk without having feet. Funny it seems, by keeping its dreams, it learned to breathe fresh air. Long live a rose that grew from concrete when no one ever cared.
1 in 5 children are now living in poverty, giving the United States the highest child poverty rate of any developed nation except for Romania. Decades of research have shown the staggering societal costs of children living in poverty.
They grow up with less education and a lower earning potential. These kids are more susceptible to having a drug addiction, psychological trauma and disease, or wind up in prison.
Introducing Play Denver. It is Play Denver's goal to provide moments of joy, inspired by play, to underprivileged youth in our community. We believe that you should never underestimate the power of joy in changing a life. We began to inspire this joy by building a bike path in the Northside projects that will connect to the Denver bike path system and starting a bike share program in the Northside projects.
When a child is on a bike, they are free from the stress living in poverty can bring. They are free to imagine like children should. They can imagine they're a spaceship flying through the sky, or that they're a race car driver barreling down the road towards victory. The play is endless because imagination on a bike is endless.
It is our goal to provide a physical and mental escape from the impoverished neighborhoods children live in. This is the beginning of social mobility, the simple act of riding your bike to a neighborhood with healthier foods, an emphasis on education, an escape from the stress living in poverty can bring. This is a step forward to a child-centered, engaged community.
This is about interconnectedness. If we really are invested in bringing communities in our cities out of poverty, then we must be connected to them. A bike path is a way that we can be connected to communities that are so often divided by socioeconomics.
We found an underutilized space near the projects closest to our school. We then went to our city councilwoman, Susan Sepper, and requested to clean the space in order to prepare and encourage the city to build in addition to the existing bike path 10 blocks away.
The city accepted our request, and the only concern they gave us is that there was an inadequate drainage system that will eventually erode the path.
In the spirit of sustainability, we then met with a graduate student from the School of Mines who specializes in geographic information systems. He helped us map the topography of the area and is also helping us build a biofiltration system. This system will address the current drainage issues, prevent erosion, and most importantly, prevent toxic runoff from entering our water system.
We then hosted several community cleanup days throughout the month of February. This included painting a community mural called A Rose Growing from a Crack in the Concrete.
We are also working with Parks and Recreations to begin a bike share program in the Quig Newton projects through the Aslan Rec Center. This will be a pilot program that we hope will expand throughout Denver. Kids will be able to rent their bikes with their My Denver cards.
Giving kids access to a bicycle gives them access to freedom, imagination, and adventure.
We asked our community, why do we play? Why do we imagine?
I get to have fun, Adrian, age 8.
It is fun, and I feel free, Sonia, age 9.
You get to be yourself, Ray, age 9.
My bike is my car, Juanito, age 10.
Because I can imagine anything, Tasia, age 9.
This is just the beginning. There are many other areas in Denver that are disconnected from the community. We must provide access to bike paths around the city and moments of joy for everyone.
We would like to thank the Aspen Institute and the Bezos Foundation for opening our minds and helping us inspire play in our community. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Judges, I know that the students on stage can hear you, but we're going to ask you to use the mics because we are filming, and also the people up in the back cannot hear without it. Judges, your questions.
Thank you. I'll start. Can you talk a little bit about the sustainability piece? How will this project carry on? And you know, you reach some young people today, but how will future young people who are using this bike path get the message that you're trying to deliver?
So what we're doing, the bike path will be fully implemented in 2015 of fall. And what we're doing is we're hoping to partner with Skinner Middle Schools. They have kind of a community service day, and we're hoping that they will come and take part in our bike path. We also have our bike share program, which is being implemented, and our underclassmen and the juniors will continue to implement that throughout the rest of the year and next year.
With the bike share program, who purchases the bikes? Where does that money come from? Are you seeking donations for? How's that going to work?
So the way that'll work is we are hoping to get donations for bikes. We already spoke with Parks and Recreation, and they seem pretty on board. So right now we're building the foundation around it and seeing what will best work for the community.
So like I said, we're using the My Denver card, which is a program at recreation centers, which provides kids in DPS or younger kids to use their card to access the gym and the library. So that's how they would have access to the bikes as well.
And those are free, right?
Yes, they are.
And also, the safety portion of our project is, I'd like to think about it as if you look at a house, and if it has broken windows, you perceive it to be dangerous. But by cleaning the bike path and all that, we established or put in new windows that made our house beautiful. And you get to perceive that it's a safe environment and all are welcome.
How are the parents in the area? I mean, there's some projects and stuff down there. How are they receiving it?
Well, like the week after the Aspen Challenge, we walked through the neighborhoods and asked questions about the bike path and if it was a good idea. And most of the adults, all their worries was mostly theft, like for the bicycles. And that's where the idea of a bike share program with Parks and Recs came through. So if the children doesn't have to be like in charge of the bike during the night where most thefts happen, and they just check it out as if it's a library book from Parks and Rec, then they'll just have fun.
The parents also said that it was an escape for them to go with their family and just forget about the stress in their life, just to have a moment with their family to enjoy their life and their moments with their kids.
Nice job, thank you.
That's it. Okay.